You lift this up, level, raise your level all the way up on high. You undo the belt all the way until it says belt off. And always make sure your Kirby is unplugged when you're doing this. Never do it with your Kirby plugged in. And then you turn this latch over and it comes off. This is your flywheel here. And you got to be careful sucking up metal, pennies, any of that stuff, because that breaks the teeth on here. So, and this has to be cleaned. And this is where your belt runs off from. So try not to get grease on that belt or anything else.
What do you clean it with?
I just clean it with my hands and take it off.
Okay.
Take all the hair off. As you turn this back over to belt on. Okay. Now your belt's off. See, your belt's loose.
So that loosens the belt?
Yes. So now you take these. They might be a little bit stiff, so you can put a little WD-40 on them. Or you can take something if you can't knock it loose and just kind of hit it like that so it comes off. Now this will come off. You have to lift it all the way up to get it off. So here's your belt, and you see where your belt goes. You can see right where the belt's been running. When your belt starts to get too loose and it's no good anymore, it's going to have a hard time spinning. See how loose that is? That's all that's going to happen, and it's not going to turn anything. So all you're doing is sucking, and you're not getting anything up. And then this can also come out, and it only goes in one way. So you got to make sure you got it in the right way. And this is also another hard thing to get out. Say you got a brand new belt, we're going to put the new belt on, okay? So you just slide the belt over like this.
Where can you buy a brand new belt at?
I usually get mine off eBay, or you can get them at vacuum stores, or you can get them on Amazon. You can see where you have the 3, you have the 1, and you have the 2 brush that I was talking about. And it's the same thing on the other side. They're color coded, but sometimes the colors wear off. So you just got to go by the grooves. So what you're at.
And that was for that thing?
Yes, only going to go in one way. So I got my 2 set and my 2 set.
Okay, so the 2 comes up towards you.
Yes.
When you want to set the 2.
But you got to kind of make sure it goes in straight so that it's even. All right. So now you're in. Now you got to press it down till you can't press down anymore. Sometimes I just give it a little bang to make sure that it's in. Tight. Okay. Now push the belt down in position where it's going to go. So now what you're going to do, see, belt is on. You want belt off all the way. So see how it hooked inside that hook right there? Let me move it a little bit so you can see how it hooks. See how it hooked it? It's going to be a little tight, especially if you got a brand new belt.
But that's what you want, right?
Yes.
And it cannot be on these bristles, right? It has to be right in the center.
Right, yeah. And once it starts moving, it should move right where it's supposed to go. It's going to land right where it usually is. Okay. So now put this back on. Got to kind of upward with it. And then work your way down. And then just make sure that it's snapped all the way around. There, it's all pushed in. And usually it will not collapse, or it will not buckle if you don't.
If it's not tight.
All right, so you can just kind of give it a little hit. All right, so now you're going to take it, and you have these 2 little clips here, and then you have these clips right here. Those are going to clip onto this right here, and then this part that I showed you about is going to clip in there. Like I said, the vacuum will not turn on if that's not in there. Okay, and then just lift up, latch that down, and then turn your belt onto on. Put this back down. If you smell the belt burning, that usually means that you got your brushes down too low. So lift it up one. You know, make sure that you're not overworking your motor, your transmission, or your belt.